Hi, this is Camille, your Zen mortgage lender. And today I wanted to talk to you about aligning your short term goals with your long term goals as it pertains to your mortgage and your retirement, and how you access money and funds when you need it, and making sure that you have some liquidity in your portfolio. So, more specifically, wanted to discuss not putting yourself in a situation where you're house poor. And what I mean by that is often we come across clients who are very eager to pay down their mortgage. They don't want to have a mortgage loan anymore. They don't want to make a mortgage payment anymore. They're seeing this big chunk that they're paying every month, and understandably so. I mean, you're paying a lot of interest over the life of the loan. You're making a big payment depending upon the area. I mean, you could be making anywhere from $1,500, $2,000 to $7,000 or $8,000 per month in your mortgage payment, depending upon where you live and what area you're in. So certainly when you're writing that check every month, you're, saying, gosh, this would be great if I didn't have to pay that off. Well, something I want you to think about and to consider, and certainly bring your financial advisors, meaning your CPA and your financial planner, into this conversation, and that is making sure that your portfolio is diversified enough so that in the event you needed to access capital, you have access to it. And what I mean by that is, what if you lose your job? Okay, so it would be great to not have a mortgage payment. Obviously, you'd have this huge payment looming over your head every month that you'd be obligated to pay. However, it would also be nice if you had money in the bank or in a liquid account. Let's say it is a Roth IRA or an annuity, or it's in stocks or something, 401k, where you have, instead of taking whatever lump sum money or multiple payments that you've been making on your mortgage, if you had been taking those funds and investing it into a retirement, something that is long-term account, then when you find yourself in a hardship situation, you'd be able to withdraw those funds. Granted, there may be penalties involved with it, but you don't have to qualify to access those funds. And that's the key to this conversation, to the point that I'm making. If you pay off your mortgage before you're at a retirement age, and you are in a situation where you become the subject of a downturn market, you become your industry downsizes, your company has layoffs, anything could happen. You become ill, you get into an accident, something happens. I mean, like, God forbid, something happens to you and you are in a situation where you need access to money. If you have all of your funds tied into your paid off mortgage, that's wonderful. You have a house that's free and clear that's worth $500, $2 million. I mean, it's amazing. If you're in the Los Angeles area where I am, that's a real number. You could have a paid off house that's now worth $2 million, but you can't access it. So you have this paper, this equity in your property that if you were to sell it, you wouldn't net 2 million, but you'd have a very nice, nest egg. You'd have a good chunk of change. But where are you going to live? And do you really want to force yourself into that situation? Was that your objective when you decided to pay off your mortgage? Was it, if I pay off my mortgage and I get into a financially difficult situation, then my plan is I'm going to have to sell my house in order to access that capital? No, I'd venture to say that 100% of the people, benefit of the doubt, okay, 99.9% of the people don't think that way. That was not their plan. Their idea or their objective to paying off that mortgage in advance of the 30 years, which is the normal term for mortgages. The idea was to not have that monthly payment to make anymore, to pay off the interest, to not have to give the bank so much in interest over the life of the loan. Because if you've ever really paid attention to your your closing documents, your loan documents, it's a very rude awakening to see how much interest you will be paying to the lender over the life of the 30 years or even 15 years. So I understand the objective of making sure that you're not giving all of that money to the lender, that some of that is staying in your pocket. But you also should take a very hard look, consideration, plan, again, bring in your other financial advisors into this conversation and say, what if instead of me sinking all of this money into my mortgage, what if I invest this in a universal life plan? What if I get a Roth IRA? What if I invest in an annuity? What if I use some other type of retirement instrument, rather it be tax-free or, whatever the circumstances are, whatever type of account the parameters of that account have. What if I invest in that instead? I build up the balance of that account, and now it's earning, your money is working for you, it's earning interest, and you begin to take the interest from that account and you use that to pay off your mortgage. So look at different strategies. So the moral of the story is don't become house poor. Let me know if you have any questions. Please definitely send me any comments, and I look forward to the opportunity to being able to work with you and assist you with planning your mortgage. Have a wonderful day.